Hello everyone, and welcome back to Untamed Chaos. This episode's gonna be, well, a tad different. If you saw the last episode, I mentioned how I had to cut out some parts or not include some parts because the episode was running too long. Well, this episode is going to include those parts that I had to cut from last episode because I didn't want the episode to be 50 minutes long. And yeah, pretty much what happened was after I at the point where I ended last episode, after that, I did talk a bit more about armors, which I'm going to do now. And then I did some Thaumcraft stuff, and I still have the footage from that, which was about 11 minutes long. So after I talk about the armor stuff here, I'm going to show the footage from Thaumcraft stuff, and then we're going to do a bit more on top of what I did in, well, the last recording. So you might notice it's a bit different, or I say stuff that was intended for last episode. You know, I'll probably be wearing a different color shirt. So that kind of stuff you might notice, but that's what happened. So first let me just sleep. And yeah, and I did do some off-camera stuff, but I'll mention it after I show the Thaumcraft clip because well, it happened after that. So yeah, but oh god. Hi, I guess I probably should mention this one. Well, after the last recording, and why are you over here? Oh my god! That was unexpected, but, I'll get to the armor stuff in a second, but, yeah, I put the slime pickaxe there because it has huge durability and it levels really quickly. And pretty much the tools that are, the other tools here are done. I have them in here now, I believe, besides the pickaxe, which is in the chest up there. So that finally got Grandmaster. So I had this here leveling, but it has the slime ability, so it sometimes spawns a slime. So, yeah, apparently this is gonna flood my base of slimes over time. And, anyway, the armor stuff from last episode. So pretty much I mentioned about, the armor update and some of my plans for armor. If you look here, I have all the armors I added using Loot++. And we already had steel. I did also add a recipe for chain, to get chain sheets to make chain armor. I also added Manulin armor, which is kind of the best armor, or I'd say it's the best armor I can work towards. It's better than Diamond, has the same protection as Spectre, double the durability of Diamond, and more enchantable, not as enchantable as Gold. But it's a really good armor, but it does take a lot to get because that is a fair amount of Manulin to make an armor set. The other one I added was Bedrock, or Bedrockium. And this armor, oh, that's Steel Boots, not Bedrockium. I was like, what's going on? But this armor is actually the most protective in the game, but it gives you slowness too, but it had the set effect, it also gives you resistance, or the full set gives you resistance as a set effect, but it is the most protective armor in the game. It gives a total of 24 armor points, one more than Diamond in each part of the armor, more than Manulin. And, yeah, it also has insane durability, not the best enchantability if I remember right. But there is another armor set because I did add a new mod in the last update. And yeah, so this is Redstone Arsenal. I don't have to type it all in, but it adds flux armor. And this armor is something I do want to work towards. And how you make it, you need flux armor plating, which needs flux crystals, flux electrum, and flux electrum nuggets. These are made with diamonds with redstone flux. Or to stabilize redstone, not redstone flux, that's the power system. So, how I get that is, I melt down some redstone in here, and then add the redstone onto a diamond here, and ta-da! And the flux electrum's kind of the same thing. I need to get electrum blend, and I flux it, or add redstone to it. And Electrum Blend is gold and silver. So it is a fairly costly armor because of all this it needs. It pretty much needs 2 diamonds per part because of that, along with some gold and silver and a fair bit of redstone. And this armor is as good as Diamond. I think it might be more enchantable than Diamond, and you can enchant it. And the cool thing about it, though, instead of using durability, it uses RF. So instead of having to repair it in an anvil and constantly running low on durability, I can just throw it in this machine and recharge it. So that's something I did try and mention last episode, but that bit went on a bit too long, so I decided just to cut it out. And yeah, so that's something I do want to work towards. I just don't have the diamonds for it at the moment, or the gold probably. But, yeah. Anyway, as I said, though, there's a Thaumcraft bit I did in last episode, and I'm going to play that clip now. So, hopefully that goes well. But like I said, it was recorded the other day, so some things might not fit well with this episode. Like I make references to things last episode or say how before I end the episode, but there's still going to be more after that. So yeah, but forgive this odd editing, but it was the best way I could go about doing it because after the episode was recorded, I didn't want it to be a super long episode. I didn't want to not use the clip. So yeah. Yeah, pretty much I want to make the Thaumaturge robes that I, can I make them yet? I'm not sure actually, but I do know I need some glass, some gold, and I think that's actually it. Bunch of string, and that was actually why I got so much wool. Probably got more than I needed, but oh well. I just went around shearing sheep because wool is also how you get string in, or at least with most mods. So if I look at the wool recipes here, with the crusher, I could turn into string. Like turn into string with blood magic, the pulverizer. So yeah, there's a fair bit of ways to turn wool back into string, because string does craft into wool, right? I think that was one of the things it does. Can't find it easily here. Guess not. But okay, so this is one thing I did want to make. A bunch of this to make the armors. So the main reason this gets a Vis discount, and there are better armors. If I just search Vish. There is a better armor set I kind of have access to because there is the Thaumaturge armor, which this one, the Thaumium armor set. But if I upgrade it with blood magic and a binding ritual, it actually has pretty good Vis discount compared to this set here. So it is actually better, but I don't have a good source of Thaumium at the moment. So I think I'd rather just do the kind of like normal progression, I guess you would say. So I need to make that, and that. So yeah, and where's my wand? I think it's in here. It's still maxed out because I haven't used it in a while. And there's the work table. So I put that in there, that in there. There we go. And there we go. And how many do I need? I'm not sure I have enough, but boots. I've almost made enough for a helmet. Body and legs. So I think that's all I need for that. I don't think I can just do the double click and pick them up all from this table because it's a special crafting interface, and we did use a fair bit of our vis there. The other thing I do need to make is the thermometers here. And I need to grab some shards. I have a bunch of earth, so let's just use earth. And yeah, I want to make this because our helmet already does that, or our little tinker's goggles, I should say, not really helmet. It does have that. And actually, let me just make one more while I'm at it, just so I can upgrade the tinkerer one, because I can upgrade it without using its final modifier. So it would be nice to have the full version of that, but it's still not as good as this because it doesn't provide the Vis discount. So yeah, but that was leather, right? I thought it needed leather, but I was thinking just the this version and not the goggle version, and remembering that one didn't need leather. So anyway, enough excuses. And yeah, so there is a good bit of Thaumcraft stuff I do want to do, but I probably won't get to it this episode. So I think it was something like, yeah, 2 gold now. I do need to mine more gold as well. So now we have the goggles, and now to make this, it's pretty much the recipe you would think. There we go, and the boots, and the legs. Okay, so we drained a lot of our wand. I'll refill that off camera. And we do have the new wand filling abilities too, but now if I put this stuff on, doesn't look too bad, I guess. But now I have Vis discount, which will reduce the cost of making items, I think, in the table as well. But so, like, this needed 5 of each, or 5 of those, 3 of those. Well, now that I have a Vis discount, and actually I can see it here. Okay, so this is Traveler's Gear. It shows my baubles and my tinker stuff and my equipped armor and a lot of my bonuses, like any extra hearts I have. The heart canisters would go here, my levels, my speed, attack boost, and those sort of things, my armor protection. Actually, I wonder if that shows the proper value for the jetpack. Nope, just reads that, because the jetpack is not as protective as it looks. We figured that out already. Anyway, so I have a 10% Vis discount while wearing this armor. And that's why I wanted it. So now when I'm crafting items, I'll have or use less Vis for my wand, I believe. I'm not sure the exacts. Like I said, I'm not that familiar with Thaumcraft. And yeah, I also did want to make a couple things that I think I might have here. Let's see. The other one was a focus pouch, because I know I talked about that a while back. And apparently I didn't really plan this out well. I need to go get more leather. I know I brought some of the items down there. I just didn't remember if I brought all of them. I think that should be enough. If I'm one leather short now, I'm going to be pretty mad. But, okay, so the focus pouch, I need a belt. Actually, is this a belt slot? That would be pretty awesome. I didn't think about that. And, okay, this was in here. And I'm probably going to run out of magic before... I don't know why it doesn't like to accept it, but... okay, so... Actually, how much was the recipe? Yeah, the recipe was 10 of each, but because I had the Vis discount, it's only 9. So I'm saving, which is good. So this allows me to store my foci in here for my wand. So the reason I bring this up is because I did also want to make more focus, or wand foci, or whatever you want to call it. I'm always so bad with terms like that. But yeah, if I go in here, I actually did want to unlock the other foci. This one. Because this is one I wanted. I don't have the swirly thing. Swirly thing, that's what I call it. Frost is another one, I guess. So this is diamond, water, and quartz. And this one was quartz, emerald, and earth. Okay, so let's try and make those, and we can maybe test them out if we still have enough vis left. So let me just grab this. And oh, I need quartz. I do have some or enough to do this. But yeah, I will need that for... other things in the future. Another reason I want to return to the Nether very, very soon. And I do need to grab the water shards from here. Okay, so hopefully I have enough vis left to make this stuff. If not, I'll probably make it next episode instead. But yeah, I mainly just want to try this out. So okay, we do have the frost wand focus now, and that's how much it uses per cast. And the excavation is the other one. And let's see. Oh, I don't have enough Terra. Oh well. So if I press hold the wand and press F, right? Now I can select Frost. And did it go in here? Yes, it did. And actually, does this count as a belt? Okay, that's awesome. I did not know it actually counts as a belt. So now if I hold the wand and press F, I can get my shock focus back without using inventory space. So, yeah, but this episode's running a bit long. I think I just want to try out this focus and, or foci, or whatever we're going to call it. And, oh, I don't have a jetpack, right, that could have been bad. But if we look here, it does show the vis. And, oh, it has Terra. How convenient. So now I drain vis faster, and it will always leave it with 1, as we see there. So that's good, but we still need to test this out, but I think I will run down there and make the excavation real quick and cut, then again I'll just show it. I was going to say and cut to when I'm back there, but I don't know, I like to show these little crafting things when they're like the first time I did something. So that should have enough now. Okay, so we have a decent bit of wand foci, and now if I go and swap to this one, it should put that one in my focus pouch. So I don't know how to access it when it's on the belt though, but I don't know, it's just nice that I can actually carry it there. And I think I want to put actually my jetpack on. Oh, and I need the free runners. That could have been bad. Actually, I think I'm going to take off all of it, but the I might as well just switch all the way back over. And oh, speaking of all the way back over, I know I always keep forgetting one more thing, but I did want to put that on there, so they're pretty much as good as the goggles of revealing now. Only they don't have the vis discount. I think that will be the only difference. So I put that in there. There we go. So it still has one modifier left. Now it has full Thaumic vision. And what I think that means is it will show the little aspects above the node. But it doesn't really matter since we have the Walia tooltip. But still, it's nice to have it fully upgraded now. So let's see if we come over here and look at this node. Yeah, it shows the little thing above it, which is kind of nicer than the Walia tooltip for some things. And as you saw, I think it actually just regenerates there. But yeah, my throat's actually getting sore. I've been recording a while. So if we come over here, let's see what excavation does. I should have enough vis. Once again, it's being blocked by phase cam. But oh, wow, that's actually pretty cool. I thought it was just going to be like the dig spell from Ars Magician, but it's a beam. That's actually really cool. So if I were to go up here and fire it there, I'm out of range, I guess. If I were to go up here and fire it up, let's say I want to level this, that's actually pretty cool. I'm actually glad I made that. I thought it wasn't going to be that impressive. So, yeah. Well, I'm impressed. And it's turning night, but I do want to test this one out. Frost. Oh, God. That did not work as I thought it would. I thought it was going to be like a wave of ice, not a bouncing ball of ice. What the... Ow. Every time it hits me. Huh. That is certainly interesting, I'll say that much, and it's night, and oh, there's a warg. And I got inhibit, which stops me from flying. Okay, it's gone now, or flying or jumping, I believe. Okay, so that was the stuff I did in last episode with Thaumcraft, and in this episode, or the rest of this episode, I want to kind of just expand on that a bit. But I did a few things off camera. One, I finally figured out how to build this tower, and I want to show you guys real quick. I haven't changed anything, but I just realized how to build this tower and make it so much better than I was thinking. So, lag, loading the chunks. Teleporter can do that because it loads chunks really quickly, but anyway... So pretty much, instead of having the tower one size, I'm going to have it multiple sizes. So the idea is, like, the ground floor, which I'm not sure where the ground floor level will be, probably a little lower so it actually, like, I could walk out onto the mountain, maybe even, like, built here. I don't know. But the ground floor will be, like, 36 by 36, and then the floor above it will be 36 by 36. Then it will shrink into a 30 by 30 for the next two floors, and then shrink into a 24 by 24 for the top two floors. So the idea is it will shrink in, and every time it shrinks in, there'll be a balcony area I could walk out on. I could put more solar panels there even. But yeah, I decided that was the best way to do it. That way the lower floors will have more room, while the higher floors will be smaller. So I can put tech stuff and things that don't need a lot of space in the higher floors, but things that do need a lot of space like Thaumcraft in the lower floors, and that way, hopefully I'll have enough room for everything I want to do. It will also make the tower look a bit more unique, so it's not just one big giant tower all the same depth sort of thing. Like, it shrinks in, I can add more fanciness to it as I go up sort of thing. I don't know, it's just something that I thought was a really cool idea when I thought of it, and I just want to share it now. So by the time this episode goes up, I probably will will have started on it a lot more. But yeah, and it will of course go down into the mountain more too. I'm not sure how that will work for sizing, but it will go down, and I'll have to look into that. But the lifts will probably be on the ground floor and then alternating. So like the 36 by 36 floors will have the lifts in the center, or the bottom one will have the lifts in the center. Then when it shrinks, it'll have the lifts on the side. Then when it shrinks again, it'll have the lifts here. So, or levitators, not lifts. There are lifts too, I forgot about, by the way. Actually, let me just search it real quick. So, yeah. Gravity lift. And, oh, levitator is also called a lifter. But, yeah, it kind of works the same way. And I didn't change these recipes. I thought I might have changed some of them, but apparently not this one. But, maybe next update. But, yeah, the difference with that, though, is fall damage will be more of an issue. Because remember, that was a tricky thing, and it's a bit like it would shoot me directly to the next floor sort of thing. So, yeah, the levitators are probably better. Also, sorry if there's a bit many cuts in this episode. I'm feeling a bit weird today. I actually took some sinus medicine because I thought my sinuses might be bad, but now my sinuses are worse than they were before, so I'm like, did the sinus medicine make it worse? I don't know. Anyway, one other thing that I meant to do a few episodes back were level these shurikens. They almost have their next level. I think it's actually just going to be a normal modifier. I'm not sure. But, I don't know, I had them close to a level for a while now. I just didn't use them. So, ta-da! We got the level. And I do need to mine more down here. Like I said, just get the turtles and expand the mines, like mine more into the walls and whatnot. Because I do need a lot more diamonds. I need more resources. I also did want to make a quarry soon. Oh, hello there. Hey, look, blue slime. But, I do want to make a quarry soon, and I don't know why these guys keep getting moved. Possibly by the slime. Oh, dear God. I really should put a door there. But, yeah, I did comment in, the other series, Run Dig High, which I believe has ended by now. I hope so, so I'm not spoiling it. But, oh, and that goes over to this chest, of course, or the food chest, because it's actually a food. But, I did comment there how, I did plan to try building a quarry in this series, and I do. I'm just want to get a bit more into thermal, and then I'll try a quarry, because there is a mining dimension, but I don't want to get into that now, because this episode is going to be about Thaumcraft, okay? Yeah. So, I did change this room a bit. Mainly I made this wall fireproof, because I need to put down a cauldron with fire below it for Thaumcraft stuff. But off camera, I set this up. If you remember Ascension, if you put a redstone block under an armor stand, you can shift right click and swap your armor. So I thought that was a nice way to just kind of swap to our Thaumcraft armor when doing Thaumcraft stuff. And besides that, I think the only thing I did, I got new wands, or spare wands I should say. So in here, you'll see I have my wand fully charged, but I realized something. Why should I only have one wand? I want to have spares so when I'm crafting stuff, I don't run out of this. So I made 2 more wands, and I also recharged my iron wand. So I have 2 wands fully charged of this here, because, you know, they weren't costly to make, just a bit of great wood and gold. So, yeah, that's what I did. So, what I wanted to do this episode, or continue this episode from the stuff I did last episode that wasn't included last episode. I know, this is a bit confusing. Anyway, but what I wanted to continue with Thaumcraft was, words. So, I want to make more, wand focuses. Foci, whatever you want to call them. So if we come here, I did look over the book, and, I'm not sure when, but I unlocked more things, like the thaumium caps, and I think this stuff came with infusion. I'm not sure, but, this is one I want to get. I got the little swirly icon thing off camera. I prepared the aspects I need for some of these things. So equal trade. That's another one I want to get. That's Quicksilver. Bounce shard. Do I have that? Oh no. So I cannot get that till I use the Crucible. Okay, that's interesting. And I also realized I was missing a wand focus. It was here. The original wand focus you unlock is fire. So yeah, we never got the fire wand focus, and to get that I need a fire charge. I'm not sure if I have one. I'm checking if I have I didn't bring quartz down here either, so let me just get the quartz and see if I have a fire charge, and we can try making that, because the flame fire whatever focus it is, I've seen it used before, and that one's kind of cool. A lot better than Frost, anyway, from what I remember. I think I'd put a fire charge in here if I had it. I do not seem to have it. So how do I make a fire charge? Okay, so I got all the stuff I need to make some fire charges. They're a weird recipe. I always forget what they are. But, and I think I'm going to grab one of my crafting wands in here, and I'll probably just leave it in the table for the moment. And, yeah. I don't know why it doesn't like to put them in right away. Like, the first time I put them in the table, it doesn't want to register. It almost reminds me of lag from server stuff, but it shouldn't be lagging on single player. But, oh, and, see, now we save. So, now we got the fire wand focus. And, if I get up my normal wand here and hit F, I now have so many foci. But, let's head outside, because, I know this is fire. I'm just not sure if it actually burns. Like, I don't want to set my base on fire. So, here's some squid. Actually, here's one. So, it is extinguished by water, but, it shoots fireballs, which is a pretty cool effect, in my opinion. And, I don't have a jetpack. I was going to fly across and attack that in the ice biome. I don't think we've seen many of them either. Anyway, so, yeah, it just shoots fire. For the moment, oops, oh, I meant that, so it goes in here, hopefully. Yeah. So, but yeah, we made the fire focus. Equal trade is another one I wanted to make, but I need to, use the Crucible first, which hopefully we'll get later this episode. But there were a couple more. Here's one. So I was looking at the add-ons, and I saw this one, Illumination. I'm assuming this makes light or something. And liquefaction. So I thought these would unlock more. I knew there were a lot more. Okay, so this is another one that needs the Crucible. But let's see. Let me read this real quick. Okay, so it works roughly how I thought it would. Pretty much it uses air and Ignis to make stable orbs of light, so pretty much just torches. And you can also add dye to the focus to change the color of the torches. So that's a pretty cool effect. Liquefaction, that's another one I didn't know about because I didn't see it till I unlocked that one. But let's see, this one is an infusion, and I need fire, excavation, and that thing. And I take it melts things. Let me just read it real quick. Okay, so pretty much from what I read here, it shoots a beam that kind of acts like a furnace. So if I hit an ore, like an iron ore, it will give me iron ingots. If I hit ice, it will melt into water. If I hit stone, it will slowly turn into lava, and it will burn away plants. So that's another cool one, but I can't really make that yet because I don't have the infusion set up. But part of this episode, I also wanted to unlock more stuff. But another one I saw was Tinker. There's a focus in here. And I'm sure there's more foci, like, yeah, I figured there would unlock more. So here's another one. Oh, this one I could actually make, but I don't think I'll make it right now just because I don't want to use my other focuses, and I can't make Night Tour yet because I haven't done that. So let's just read what this does. Okay, so unfortunately this is my first bit of overlap I've seen with mods, but this pretty much does the same thing as the one we had over here. Which one was it again? Liquefaction. So this is pretty much liquefaction, only it just smelts blocks like a furnace would. So probably not really worth making that one if I have liquefaction, to be honest. But we have a few more here, and okay, so this one has a reference to Botany, it seems, and oh my god, we're just unlocking so many. Remember how I said there had to be more wand focuses than what I saw because there's so many spaces here? Well, the add-ons are apparently why. So, I don't know, I just kind of want to unlock all of these. Just, oh, Forbidden Knowledge. I'm avoiding Forbidden Knowledge for a very good reason, but, okay, so I just unlocked all of these. I'll read over their entries and then summarize them after I finish reading them. So 1 second. Okay, so these 5 are actually pretty interesting. This one, it allows you to fly kind of like an air sigil, but it also negates fall damage. It's actually based on the Sword of Zephyr, another Thaumcraft item we don't have yet. This one, it seems to be like a whirlwind wand, like the whirlwind sigil. It just will let projectiles, potions, snowballs, arrows sort of thing fly through you by the sound of it. Mending apparently heals you. I'm not sure what this one does. It mentions eco trade, but it seems to be moving and teleporting blocks. I was a bit confused. Oh wait, the focus can transport pretty much anything, including chests and spawners. So that might be a way to move spawners. I knew Thaumcraft had a method for that. And this one allows you to move items on the ground. Probably not very useful, but I've seen it used before. And I don't know, I guess it's just one of those cool magic things, more or less, than something really powerful. And I have a feeling there's a bunch more slimes over here by now. I just wanted to check on it, because, okay, no more... Oh. So, that's where the slimes have been going. I feel a bit bad now, and I will harvest that later, but I don't know. It's just, I don't want to keep harvesting it because they grow back so quickly. I really want to automate that soon, hopefully. But, yeah, so we got all the focuses I wanted to unlock for now, I think. There's a lot more pages to this, though. A lot more things elsewhere. And, yeah, but there's other stuff. And I just want to focus more on actually doing some Thaumcraft now. And then hopefully we can come back to unlocking more later this episode. But I don't want this episode to run too long because there was an 11-minute clip from the previous episode. So I have to figure that into what I'm recording now. So, yeah. So, anyway, I know I put this off a very long time, but it's finally time to actually start Thaumcraft and the whole vis storage and aspect jar kind of parts of it. So if I remember right, I just click that little one and it turns into a crucible. And the reason it's down there is, like I said, I didn't want the fire burning in place, so I had to actually put the stone stuff around so the fire didn't actually burn down the room. It probably was a poor idea making the room out of wood for that reason alone. But now that we got that, there's a couple more things we needed. And, you know, it's the basic alchemy section I'm actually referring to here. So that's how I made that, and I put the stuff in the crucible. And yeah, so I need aspects in the crucible, and actually, let me just read that real quick to see how it says, or suggests to do it to start. Okay, so I read over this real quick, and pretty much how it works is how I figured or remembered. You throw stuff in the Crucible, it melts it down into its vis aspects, whatever the proper term is, essentia. Right, essentia is the liquid form. And it melts it down, then you throw in a catalyst, and it will make items. And anything left in the Crucible, though, will degrade and eventually kind of run out. So that would be the catalyst. So I get these aspects in there, throw in a catalyst, which would be that, and then it pops out the new item. So, yeah, and how much of this do... wait. I have scanned shards, right? Because I'm not seeing the tooltips on these. Hold on. If I actually never scanned the shards, that's kind of embarrassing, considering I have a chest full of them. Actually, have I scanned the wand either? I think I haven't scanned a lot of things. Oh my god. I haven't scanned the focus pouch. So I guess I need to take a quick scan break here. And, yeah, but, let me just take out a few of these shards, because I figured one of the easiest way to get the aspects of the shards is probably to actually throw the shards in there. And I did have to make the water source, because I forgot it needed a water source. So, water shard. I'm really annoyed. I think I might have tried to scan these earlier, but I couldn't because I didn't have the research at the time. But, yeah, I forgot to come back and scan them, apparently. So, whoops. But pretty much the same aspects they show here are what they'd melt down into. And these shards aren't really pure. They don't just have their aspect on them. So, I'm not sure if I want to throw them in there, because I know bad things happen if you do this whole process wrong. But I do have a water bucket here. And I don't know. I guess I could try and see what happens. So, I don't know. I guess this is just the part where I'm probably going to mess up. Things are going to blow up and people who know Thaumcraft are going to facepalm. But if I throw this in... Okay, now it just shows the aspects on there. So if I keep throwing these in... Okay, that actually worked. I didn't need to throw them all in because apparently the aspect this provided was provided maybe by one of the others. I don't know. Either way, I got a bounce shard. Or, oh, it didn't need all the aspects, did it? Which one did it need? It didn't need air. Or it doesn't need the aspect that your shard doesn't have. That's it. Okay, so that's interesting to know. So if I want to make more of these, I could just, let's see, it has that. So I could throw in that, and this should pop out. Oh, I need 2 of each, that's right, so... Huh. Okay, so that's a bit simpler than I thought. I know if there's too many aspects and you do it wrong, when there's too many of the wrong aspects, it kind of explode into taint kind of stuff. But, yeah, so this is the bounce shard. That's how we get this. That's used in, oh, that's how you make sane thoughts. And it's also how you make, the liquefaction focus. And, anyway, I remember this was used for something else I was looking at recently. What was it? Is that really the only way to get arcane? Huh, if it is, equal trade, that's what I need it for. So, well, actually, let me look real quick. Arcane. Okay, it does accept any shard. So, actually, I think I'm going to do this a bit more to make sure I have all I need. And hopefully it doesn't want to explode on me. That would be appreciated. But, yeah. Okay, so I just got 5 of these bounce shards. And I think if I do... Oh, that would be the taint stuff I mentioned. That's embarrassing. So I right-clicked on my wand to try and empty it and taint game out. But, it was rather easy to deal with, I guess. So that was kind of like the overflow of aspects that I didn't need. And I know that sometimes, or I've seen it before where... Okay, that was actually full. Where it would actually just explode out into vaporous taint. Kind of like that, but towards the ceiling. So maybe the torch even stopped it. I don't know. But, yeah, so I guess that went kind of well. But there are a couple other items I want to make. And I guess I can put these back in here now. Including the new bounce shards. We can make the wand focus of equal trade, it was, right? Let me just check real quick. yeah, I do have Quicksilver as well, so I guess I actually will make that right now. Just because it's cool. And I put the Quicksilver in here. I smelled that. So Quicksilver is just that cinnabar ore I found a bunch of. And I think I actually got 2 each. I forget how, but it seemed like it smelled into 2 each and not 1 each in the normal furnace. Or maybe I smelled a stack and forgot. I don't know. It's not really a big deal, but Equal Trade is a cool wand focus because it allows you to swap out. And I am wearing my robe, so I got the discount. It allows you to swap out. Hold on, I need to be on the wand to change focus. Shock Equal Trade. So yeah, it allows you to swap out item or blocks for other blocks, sort of thing. And if I go here, I'm just wondering how easy it is to do. Oh, it swaps out the block next to it because it showed cobble there. So if I right click, oh, so it just turned that into cobble. Let's see if I try and re-equip it. Yeah, it's still on cobble. I don't know how to get it off cobble, so I think I'll just manually replace this with dirt now. So yeah, but I don't know. It's a pretty cool little ability, and it could actually be used for the base to swap out the block I was using with the final block sort of thing. Like instead of having to what am I trying to say? Instead of I could build it all off cobble and then use the wand focus of Equal Trade to swap it all into the final blocks if I can figure out how to get it working anyway. So yeah, but that was the other wand focus I want to use, and let's just take that off now. So I have to look into how that works a bit more later though. But this episode is starting to run a tad long for editing. But I do want to make one more thing before I end it, which is some of the stuff in here. So if we get back out the book and look in here, and Distillation. Okay, I want to make this, which I need Arcane Stone, Crucible, and a Furnace. And I need to make this, which is silver wood and gold. And some of these, which are, well, you can see the recipe there. So I'll make that real quick, and then I'll set it up, and then I'll end the episode with that. Okay, so I decided to show this after all, but this is Arcane Stone and how you make it. But I actually think I'll just make a fair bit of that now. And I don't know, it's just the first time I had Arcane Stone, it seemed kind of a special. If I put down a cauldron and right click with this, it comes a crucible, or is that the right word? Yeah, so I can do that like this and like this. And now we get an alchemic furnace. So pretty much this is a block used to, well, make stuff. Pretty much if I put an aspect in here, it will smelt it down into its aspect or its essentia. And then I can send the essentia into an alembic, which is the next item I'm going to be making. So I want to make 3 alembics for actually a few reasons. Oh, I had spare vis filters. I didn't know that. So I do have the buckets, and I think it was something like this. Huh, I actually got it right. So I want to make 3 alembics, and I think you can just stack these on top. Yes, you can. Oh, that's not the way you stack. Okay, so I think I might need the jetpack because the bounding box there. Let's see if I put. Okay, so how this works is, okay, let me just see. Does it automatically smelt, or do I need fuel? I might need fuel. 1 second. Okay, so I got some coal, and if I put it in there now, it's burning that up, and it turns into that. And now if I look here, that has Precantatio, that has Diamond, and that got Cetera. So pretty much how it works is it will boil down the aspects, and it will send them into these alembics here where I can collect them. But normally, if I only had 1 alembic, this would be full of Terra, and it wouldn't have the vitreous there come through until I got rid of the Terra. But because I have multiple ones here, I can... Actually, let me just... get 7 for the point of doing this, and oh, I probably should put some more fuel in just in case. It uses up the little Bernie icon there. So as you see, it will just send the aspects through. And the other thing I need to make is some files, because files are, well, kind of like those, but like this. And files allow me to collect the aspects, and this is how I can get single aspects and stuff. like, you remember when I threw the stuff in here, it had the extra ones I didn't need that kind of turned into taint? Well, by using the files, I can make sure I don't have extras. And so if I right-click this, I just got a jar of Terra, or a file of Terra. And yeah, and the other thing I can make that I know I talked about and haven't made yet is... I thought that was the recipe. Okay, so I'm an idiot. It was in the arcane work table, but this is a warded jar. And let me just make a few of them. I'm sure I'll want more later. But if I put this here, and this here, and this here, I can right-click this, and ta-da! This is a jar of Terra. I think I do lose... No, I get back the files, and ta-da! So now I can start storing this in there. I think I can also just right-click them with the jar itself, and if I break the jar, I actually get to pick up the jar. I know there's stuff with like labels and such, but yeah, this episode's running long. It's 40 minutes on this recording anyway, and I know I already had an 11-minute thing, so hopefully I don't have another 50-minute episode. But anyway, yeah, we finally got to do more Thaumcraft stuff. Hopefully I didn't run on too long in this episode as well. But yeah, I'll look more into the setup. I know there's the thing about piping, like I'm able to set the Essentia tubes. Let me see it. These things directly into these jars, so automatically pipe it out. I'm not sure, but it's a start to being able to pipe the Essentias anyway. So yeah, anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and in a future Thaumcraft episode anyway, we'll look more into unlocking more in the book and starting Infusion and more of the Crucible and all that cool stuff. But yeah, we got some cool new wand focuses, and we finally started with the whole Essentia thing. So yeah, anyway, once again, hopefully you enjoyed. Until next time, goodbye.